Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at BTC Bitcoin in the market. Currently it is North America East Coast time, Monday 7:30 a.m. Now if you remember in my last video I did talk about Bitcoin and a pullback. That pullback I said could possibly have been to 38 and we did reach about 37.6, which is this yellow trend line here. Okay, now the question is, we're having another push up. Currently Bitcoin is 38,600 and we are trying to regain that 38,500 and hold that, because that's a fib level. So we still don't know if we're going to hold that fib level, because we still need to experience some kind of a pullback and see a push higher. That being said, we are just below that 38,500, or excuse me, just above that 38,500, which is the Fibonacci 618 golden pocket. So we did fall a little bit below the golden pocket, and we did reach between golden pocket and 0.78. 0.78 is pretty oversold and pretty harsh pullback. So we did not make it to that point yet. So what's nice to see is we have a new weekend, new week, right? When we take a look at the weekly, a new week. Now we need to be careful because I need to show you something on the weekly here. Let me take the fib lines off real quick. All right, so on the weekly, the chart's not pretty, and I'll be the first to admit that. Now on the weekly, let's take a closer look. A few weeks ago we had this gravestone gravestone candlestick, right? A gravestone candlestick is bad news. That means that more than likely the price is going down, and it is usually a reversal sign. Okay. And then we had another one here, which this is not quite a gravestone, but it's very close, and it looks like a very severe shooting star. And then, of course, that was last week, and then this week we are starting out positive. So this is very good news that we're actually, after such a harsh sell-off last week and in the prior weeks before, it's good news that we're actually putting in so far a positive weekly candle. Now that needs to, of course, finish the week positive, right? So, and we need to make progress. So that's what I'm going to be looking for this week. I'm going to be looking for progress. Now on the weekly, the RSI is 41. It is a bit weak, and we can see that with the previous candlesticks. However, the stochastics is coming up from the bottom, and it does show that we will have some kind of an impulse to the upside, possibly. And so this is what this week is all about. We need to see that impulse, that push to the upside for Bitcoin. Bitcoin will then bring the rest of the market up. Okay. On the weekly, the price to look out for is 39,000. We've been struggling with 39,000 for a while, for a few weeks now. Last week we even hit 45, but then we sold all the way down to 38,400, right? So that 5-day moving average for the weekly is 39,167. Okay, now we need to get above that and hold that to show that we're actually going to turn the momentum around and change the trend. The 10-day moving average is at 40,900, and that's the next level. So the first level is a 5-day moving average, 39,167, and then the next level is 40,900. That's going to be the 10-day moving average, and then above that we'll have the Mesa, which is 43,000, and then the 30-day moving average, which is about 44,800, 44,900. Okay. So that being said, we still are under the moving average for the RSI. Fisher is positive for the week, and so that is a good sign. So we just really, this week is critical, friends. This week is critical. We need to stay above. We need to stay positive. We need to stay above this trend line here, this yellow trend line, which is about 38,000. We need to stay above 38,000. If not, then we could very well see the Fibonacci 0.78, which is 37,400, and then below that would be our 37,500. No, I'm sorry, 35,200. That would be the next area here where this support is for the wicks. So a critical, very important week. If we do not hold gains this week, most likely we will have a hard sell-off a bit lower. That is the weekly. Now taking a look at the daily. Basically on the daily we're just going sideways. Look at this. You know, we see this sideways action for Bitcoin, right? Here's that yellow trend line that I was talking about. This yellow trend line, I made that on the body of the candles, but if that doesn't hold, then the trend line on the wicks of the candles would be down here, like I said before, down here at about 35,200, right down here. This is what I'm looking at. On the daily, we are negative on the Fisher. So we are in a technical correction on the daily, and the RSI on the daily is 44, so we are a little weak on the daily as well. Stochastics looks like it wants to start turning around here. Not sure if that's going to continue. We need to really continue this week. We need to have strong momentum change pushing higher if we will see the RSI move higher and stochastics crossover into positive territory and Fisher crossover into positive territory. Okay. So we did have large volumes here, and we do have volume decline while we are holding this trend line, which is good news. So what this suggests is that if the volume increases, which we should see some kind of a volume increase, then we should see another push to the upside. So currently right now we are in this consolidation zone, although what does kind of concern me is that we had an abrupt drop here, and it was pretty quick. The drop previous was not so abrupt, and it took a few more days to occur. This one was pretty quick, so this is kind of what is bothersome. But nonetheless, let's just wait and see what happens, and hopefully we will gain momentum, push to the upside, and we will not break this 37,500. If we break 37,500, then more than likely we will come down to 35,000. Okay. On the daily, let's take a look at some fibs. So currently right now we're trying to regain that 38,500, 38,600 fib level. If we can do that, then the next fib level is going to be 43,000 up here. But then of course we would have to push past that 30-day moving average at 40,500. That's going to be critical. 40,500, getting above that 30-day moving average. When the price is above the 30-day moving average, it's strong. But when you can see here, it was rejected by the 30-day moving average here, and then we got above it here, but then we were rejected, came right back down. So the 30-day moving average is critical. We need to get above that, and that is 40,000 40,300. 40,300, and then 43,000 would be the next fib level here. Okay, so that being said, on the daily, like I said, we're still in a technical correction on the daily. So we really need to see this week putting in some progress for the bulls and moving the price higher. Taking a look on a shorter time frame, taking a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour does show that we're having a little bit of a bounce here, and this little bounce is a little bit stronger than what we've seen in the past, which is good. I'd like to see that. So hopefully we can hang on to that momentum. Now 38,500, I said, is the Fibonacci. It's the Fibonacci golden pocket for the 4 hour as well, and so we need to gain that. And currently we are under a red bear cloud, so we're still technically in correction and still technically in a downtrend on the 4 hour, and also on the higher time frames as well. The only higher time frame that we're not is the weekly, and the weekly looks really good so far, but it's getting kind of dicey. The weekly, we need to make progress, like I said, and regain some of these levels here, up to 40, 43 possibly. So fib levels to watch on the upside: 39,800 on the 4 hour. Okay, 39,800 on the 4 hour. After that, 41,140 on the 4 hour. And of course 39,861 is going to be where that 30-day moving average is, so we need to push up above that. And we're just not seeing right now, not seeing a lot of volume come in. So this is a concern on the 4 hour, but it is still early. So let's wait and see what happens. We are crossing over into a positive position on the Fisher, and so hopefully we will see momentum to the upside. RSI currently 41, and that 41 is leaving us room, a lot of real estate to run up to the 60, 70, 80 RSI if we have the momentum. Stochastics has crossed over to positive, showing that we are in progress of a positive impulse to the upside, and hopefully that will continue through this week and we will see a reversal. Okay, that is the hope. If not, then again, the level to watch on the downside, 37,600. If we break 37,600, which is that support, then we could see 36,700 and even 35,000, 34,000 down here in these lower levels. Okay, I'm not expecting that at the moment because we did have a significant pullback here, but we just need to wait and see what will happen. Okay, that's on the 4 hour. Taking a look at the altcoins are showing a little bit of a gain today. Altcoins have been slaughtered over the weekend. However, Waves is making a pretty big comeback, 12%. Waves is doing really amazing. I mean, you can see Waves has been doing very well lately. Waves is in a bull trend here. However, not sure how long this bull trend can last, and we'll just have to wait and see. CeeLo is up 9%. CeeLo is in an uptrend as well. You can see here it's in a bull cloud, and so that is also showing a lot of strength in CeeLo. If you've been watching the market, CeeLo's been showing a lot of strength as well. Waves and CeeLo, not really my favorites, but it is what it is. They're doing well. Those are pretty much short-term trades while the market is correcting to build position for Bitcoin, and it's risky, very risky. Elon is showing a 4% increase. Hero, 4% increase. Luna, here's one that is a favorite, 4% increase. And Luna is in a correction, a bear cloud, but it is showing a 4% increase just after coming off of this massive run here. Massive run. However, how long this can continue for Luna, I'm not really sure. If Luna starts to go back into a bull cloud, that's going to be very powerful for Luna. Cody showing 3.6% increase today. You can see here, nice pop from the bottom. That's because of Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin's pretty much, the altcoin market is at this point following Bitcoin. So, if Bitcoin goes down, altcoins are going to go down. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins are going to go up. So at this point in time, if you're going to trade, it's probably best just to trade Bitcoin, uh, because it's a little bit more complicated trading two coins at the same time. Because if you're trading an altcoin, you're essentially trading Bitcoin now anyway, because you have to pay attention to Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin goes down, you've got to be aware that the altcoins will go down and vice versa, especially also when it goes up. So, be aware of that. Uh, Short-term time trading is for this is a trader's market. Okay, short-term trading is for experienced traders in this market. This is a difficult market. This is a market where there's a lot of new individuals trying to trade will get destroyed. I'm just being honest. It's a tough market. Now, the investors are doing well. Investors are seeing lower prices. They're probably taking positions, long-term positions on at lower price points. A little bit every time there's a dip, they're probably scaling in, and that is a safer long-term way to do it, if especially if you don't have experience as a trader. Okay, so again, not investment advice. I'm just letting you know what my opinion is. Arweave 3.3% up. You can see a nice impulse to the upside with Arweave. Arweave can be explosive when it wants to be. And AVAX is another favorite, showing a nice pop from the bottom here, and showing a potential reversal here. So you can see all of these altcoins putting in a potential possible reversal here. Just depends on Bitcoin. Now remember, I've always said, if Bitcoin is positive, and as long as Bitcoin is not dumping or dropping harshly, then the altcoins will rally. The altcoins will do really well. They are riskier, but there is a bigger reward for taking that risk. One Harmony up 3%, Naka 2%. Naka is gaming. Okay. Algo finally moving 2.2%. Cartesi also up 2%. And so you can see here, Aave almost 2%. Very, very slow Aave. I do like Aave. Aave is an older project. It does well sometimes, but a lot of times it's just been destroyed in this big drop. A lot of times it's slow to recover, and then by that time, if we're in a downtrend, it usually gets hammered. Illuvium up 1.6%. That is gaming. So if Bitcoin continues to gain, then some of these slower gainers today and this week probably will go much higher. KCS is another favorite. KuCoin, and that's 1%. So you can see that the market's doing really well. Engine up 1%. Engine is gaming, and another favorite. Theta up 1%. And Sand, another gaming metaverse, not quite 1%. It is a larger cap. They do move slower. Okay. BNB not quite 1%. Matic 1%. And BTC again not quite 1%. So there you go, friends. Again, BTC just fighting that 38,500 level. We need to regain that. That's going to be the golden pocket. Once we hold above 38,500, I will have a more confident outlook for the week, because then that is the golden pocket, and that shows that if we can regain that golden pocket level here, come up, come down, and then push higher, then we're in a position to actually have a decent week. But if we don't regain that 38,500, 38,600, then I really don't have much to say for the week. Unless we gain that and hold that golden pocket, most likely it's up in the air. Okay. So thank you for watching, friends. Please click like if you found that this video was informational and educational and helpful. Again, not investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You need to make your own decisions. You need to make your own research and due diligence and decide which is best for you according to your own personal risk profile. Remember, risk and reward profiles. Right now, there is a greater reward because of such a big dump in these last. I mean, wow, we've been going down for months, with some rallies in between. But just because now we've had a recent pullback and a recent dump, especially in the altcoins, there is asymmetrical risk reward. There's more of a risk than there's more of a reward than there is risk, but you still have to manage your downside, still have to manage your risk, because we could have another pull to the downside. A lot of times what happens is we just cycle, like I showed before, with Bitcoin, we just cycle from side to side in a consolidation, and that's what we're really doing down here. Okay, as Bitcoin is in a daily consolidation pattern, as you can see here, up and down, up and down. Now it's kind of good in a way because as long as we do not break this trend line, the trend line down here at 37,500, if we do not break down below 37,500, and we regain the 38,500, then that most likely will mean that we probably will start pushing higher to retest some of the upper levels, which, my expectation would be 45,000 up here, where we retested that line, that resistance line, 2 times before, actually 3 times before. Okay, thank you, friends, for watching, and let's look forward to a positive, good week. Hopefully this week will turn out to be very positive and profitable for everyone. Remember to take care of your risk. Remember to manage your risk. Use stop losses if necessary. And there you have it, friends. Thanks for watching. Please click like, share the video so others can learn about crypto as well, just like you. And remember, the #1 rule for investing and trading: do not lose money. See you next time.